Hey, NewsKids! Guess what? The moon has a brand new visitor. And no, it's not an alien or an astronaut. It's a robot named Athena. Let's dive into what Athena is doing up there and explore NASA's big plan for humans to actually live on the moon. Just a few days ago, on February 26, 2025, a company called Intuitive Machines launched a lunar lander named Athena aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Athena is now on its way to the moon's south pole, aiming to land on March 6th. But what is Athena's mission? Athena's main job is to search for water and ice on the moon. It's carrying a special set of instruments called Prime 1, which includes a drill and a mass spectrometer to detect and measure water beneath the lunar surface. Finding water is super important because it can be used for drinking, making air, and even fuel for rockets. Athena also has a cool sidekick, a tiny drone called the Micro Nova Hopper, nicknamed Grace. This mini explorer will hop into permanently shadowed regions of the moon, areas that never see sunlight, to search for hidden water ice. Before we continue our moon adventure, let's talk about NASA. NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Yeah, it's a long name. NASA is the U.S. space agency that explores space, builds rockets, and sends astronauts on exciting missions beyond Earth. They've done some pretty amazing things like landing the first humans on the moon in 1969 and sending robots to Mars. But now, they have an even bigger goal, creating a base on the moon so astronauts can live there for a long time. NASA has a huge mission called Artemis. This mission will send astronauts to the moon, build a base there, and help us learn how humans can live in space for a long time. The goal? To use the moon as a practice run for an even bigger adventure, going to Mars. So how will humans survive on the moon? Well, NASA has a plan. They're building a moon base at the South Pole, where there might be ice. Scientists can turn this ice into water for drinking, air for breathing, and even fuel for rockets. They're also designing special houses made of moon rocks, so astronauts don't have to bring everything from Earth. And guess what? NASA isn't doing this alone. Private space companies like Intuitive Machines are sending robots like Athena to test things out before humans arrive. The more we learn, the better prepared we'll be for future space explorers, maybe even you one day. NASA hopes to have astronauts living on the moon by the 2030s. That means in just a few years, we might be watching humans walk, work, and maybe even sleep on the moon. Maybe one day, you could visit or even live on the moon. Imagine that, playing outside in zero gravity, bouncing around in your spacesuit. How fun would that be? So what do you think? Would you want to live on the moon? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an out-of-this-world update from NewsKids. See you next time!